I have sort of a pretty good idea. Look, we have some really talented people. I have a pretty good idea, but...
Oh, really? I wonder who that is. Good day, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith. Thank every last one of you guys that's viewing this content right now for watching it. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on all the programs you see above here and below here. And also, it is very, very important that you guys hit the thumbs up button throughout this viewing, because when you hit the thumbs up button, it tells YouTube you want to see more of my content in regards to these political topics, yada, yada, peanut butter. All right. Appreciate y'all. All right, folks, so you know this is something that we got to talk about because it's something that's been like circulating and steaming, and it seemed like whoever may be this pick may be one of the most important VP picks in a long time because, since the last stuff happened, everybody like, screw him. Nobody gives a good goddamn gonna care about Pence. But in this particular case, it's more or less of like, whoever this may be may show some type of potential for the next 8 years, not the coming 4 years, but the years after that. So what is that, 12? We'll say 12. Yeah. Could be a good indicator of somebody that may or may not run, And look what Joe Biden did. He was successful. Anyway, so President Trump threw some hints out there who may be his next VP pick. And it's quite interesting. But it's also kind of like, leave something up for thoughts. Check it out.
So breaking right now, an exclusive new interview with former President Trump, who just spoke with our congressional correspondent Aisha Hasni after his meetings with Republican lawmakers in Washington. And Aisha joins us now. Hi, Aisha.
Hi, Martha. Good to see you. Well, yes, Trump snuck in a quick interview with me as he is now on his way back to Mar-a-Lago after quite a whirlwind tour of Capitol Hill, at least outside Capitol Hill, all across Washington, D.C., talking with Republicans in the House and the Senate and really trying to unite the party, not only behind him, but really to be able to tell voters that you will be in good hands if you re-elect Senate and House Republicans. He wants to win back majorities in both chambers. And as he departs, if he didn't already create some chaos around the city, a buzz, he also made a ton of news in my one-on-one exclusive interview. I asked him if he had chosen his vice president, if he knew it. I think, Martha, you'll remember, I believe he was telling you and Brett Baer on a national stage during a town hall in Iowa that he already knew his VP pick. And here's what he told me. Listen.
Do you know who your VP is? Because you told us at a town hall you already knew back in the Iowa caucuses.
I have sort of a pretty good idea. Look, we have some really talented people. I have a pretty good idea, but I think it's probably, I'll do it the way it's usually done. You announce it at
Male,
the convention.
female? Can you give us a hint?
I'll tell you.
Now, he knows that Democrats are watching his every move, and right now they are blowing something up that he said about the RNC host city, Milwaukee, apparently calling the city horrible. I asked him to explain, Martha, and he said that he was talking about the crime in the city and the election integrity issues, and he says that Democrats are just making a big fuss about nothing. He also made some pretty big news on the campaign trail. You'll remember that there was some back and forth between the Trump campaign, the RNC, and Larry Hogan, the former governor of Maryland, because he was telling voters and Americans to respect that New York verdict that came down against the former president. And I asked him, will you support Larry Hogan and will you endorse him? And he said, yeah, I guess I am here endorsing Larry Hogan. He's going to be behind him 100%. I also asked him about Hunter Biden, and I also asked him about many, many more things, including his conversation with Mitch McConnell, coming face to face with the GOP leader for the first time. He said he had a pleasant conversation with the leader after 4 years of bad blood. A lot more news from that interview. Martha?
Very interesting. Aisha, thank you very much. A little burying the hatchet there between McConnell and Trump today as they unify to support the former president as he runs again. Aisha, thank you.
So y'all see what I'm saying? There really is no clear cut on who he said is going to be, but the fact that he said he already knew since Iowa may be some type of giveaway. Who do y'all think is going to be? Do you think it's going to be Byron? You think it's going to be Tim Scott? Do you think it's going to be a woman? It's going to be really interesting, though. But whoever it's going to be, I think I'm not going to be surprised. Ty, who do you think? I honestly have no idea. But can I keep it real with y'all? I wouldn't be surprised if it's somebody black. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised. Man, a Byron Donalds, a Tim Scott, Ben Carson, I would not be surprised at all. All of them are pretty good. When we take some things down and break it down a little bit, you would say, I would say, could be Ben Carson. It'll look good. Can be a good representation. Very smart, very pleasant, very calm. But they can look like, well, even though he might appeal to black voters, let's keep it real. But his age and how old he is, he's just not up to the times. Tim Scott, black. He might can appeal to the black voters. But he seems like he can be like the, uppity father. I'm just telling you what people are saying. Really good pick. Really smart. Knows how to throw stuff back at people when they throw stuff at him. Might be a good balance between the older Trump and the middle-aged, Tim Scott. Or Byron Donalds. Represents a lot of the younger men that are actually turning and voting for Trump. Still holds a little bit of hip to himself. Y'all don't look, I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all, here's the deal. Okay. People will look at Byron and say they feel like they can relate to him. He still kind of have, I'm just being real from the streets, y'all. Even though he wasn't even about their life, but he still has a swag about him that has like a blackness to him. You know what I mean? Not saying that Tim Scott don't, but Tim Scott is what a lot of people from the hood would be like, oh, he's too uppity. He's too uppity, blah, 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 blah. But Byron still kind of have Byron still got some swag to him. Like he a brother. Not saying that Tim Scott is not or Ben Carson. Both of them are, but I'm just telling you from a perspective of a lot of folks that Trump definitely could aim at to get. Byron represents that. Really good. All three are really good picks, which would make it really hard. Then if you was to ask me, Ty, who would you pick between Ben Carson, Tim Scott, Byron Donalds? Whoo. Just saying, having a dude close to my age, I think I might be older than Byron Donalds. Having somebody of elder wisdom as a Ben Carson type feel, but he don't come off as being able to. Ben Carson, don't get me wrong, y'all. Ben Carson can articulate himself in such a way when people throwing things at him, he knows how to throw it back. But Byron does it in a way that's very relatable, is all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, that's my take on that a little bit. What is yours? Who do y'all think? Well, Ty, just because, no, I'm just saying, strategically, Trump already took a lot of votes from Biden already as it is. I think now Biden once had 91% of the black vote. He now has 70%. Don't worry, I'll be doing that video next. I'll show y'all. But I'm just saying, it'd be something that a lot of young black men can look to and aspire to, whether he picked any of those three, especially if they carry themselves well with class and dignity, smart, articulate, very intelligent. That's my take on that. What is yours? Whatever the case may be, leave it in the comments below after this video. Who do you think President Trump pick will be? We shall see. And give your reason why, okay? Also, don't forget to click this right here before y'all get out of here. I'm kind of anxious to see what y'all got to say about this right there, who you think his pick is going to be, and tell me why. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.